Welcome to today's global news update. In a rapidly changing world, staying informed matters more than ever. As it is written in Matthew 24 verses 6 and 33 and Luke 21 verse 36. Stay informed, stay watchful, pray always, and be ready. Let's take a look at today's global news. Study reveals major shifts in U.S. immigration policy since 9/11. U.S. plans to ease deportation process for DACA recipients, sparking debate. Restrictions on legal immigration may significantly slow U.S. population growth. Refugee death sparks outrage after being left in freezing conditions by U.S. agents. Viral claim about renaming ICE to NICE sparks immigration debate. Canadian held by ICE for months describes uncertainty and indefinite detention. A recent study has mapped the transformation of U.S. immigration policies over the past 2 decades since 9/11. Researchers found a steady increase in enforcement measures, policy complexity, and national security considerations. The study highlights how immigration policy has become closely tied to security concerns, influencing visa systems, border controls, and refugee programs. Experts say these long-term shifts have reshaped the immigration landscape, impacting millions of individuals seeking entry or residency. The findings provide valuable insight into how past events continue to shape current policy decisions. The U.S. Department of Justice has introduced policy changes that may streamline the deportation process for some DACA recipients. This move has sparked intense debate among policymakers, advocacy groups, and legal experts. Supporters argue the changes are necessary for enforcing immigration laws, while critics warn of potential humanitarian consequences for individuals who have lived in the U.S. for years. The decision highlights ongoing tensions between enforcement priorities and the protection of immigrant communities. Legal challenges and further discussions are expected in the coming months. Experts are warning that restrictions on legal immigration could significantly reduce population growth in the United States over the coming decades. With birth rates already declining, immigration has been a key driver of population expansion and workforce sustainability. Analysts believe that limiting legal pathways may result in labor shortages, slower economic growth, and demographic shifts. The issue has become central to national policy debates, as lawmakers balance economic needs with immigration controls. Long-term projections indicate that immigration policy will play a critical role in shaping the country's future. A refugee's death in Buffalo, New York has sparked widespread outrage after reports revealed he was left alone in freezing conditions following release from custody. The individual, who had language barriers and health issues, was reportedly dropped off without proper support or communication with his family. Community leaders and advocacy groups are demanding accountability and policy reforms to prevent similar incidents. The case has intensified concerns about how vulnerable individuals are treated within immigration systems and has prompted calls for greater oversight and humane practices. Content reference: OASITE 0, index equals 0. A viral social media post suggesting that ICE could be renamed as NICE has triggered widespread discussion and confusion. While the claim itself remains unverified, it has brought renewed attention to immigration enforcement policies and public perception of agencies. Experts note that social media trends can significantly influence political conversations, even when based on speculation. The discussion reflects broader concerns about transparency, policy direction, and how immigration enforcement agencies are viewed by the public. A Canadian citizen detained by U.S. immigration authorities for over 6 months has described his experience as uncertain and indefinite. He claims he has received little information about his case or release timeline, raising concerns about due process and detainee rights. Legal experts say prolonged detention without clarity can have serious psychological and legal implications. The case has drawn attention from both Canadian and U.S. officials, with calls for improved transparency and communication within the immigration system.